Cheers, everybody. Welcome in. Miscellaneous here with John and Ellie, aka Georgia Beer Reviews. And we're here for a Thursday night beer session. I've got a couple products. John's got a couple products. So, yeah, gonna say hello to the chat. Cheers, Bounty. And this is the shit I was talking about right here, John.
Yep. He wants us.
Catching all kinds of shit from everybody since you sent me that box. People looking at me all sideways, thinking I'm underscoring shit. I don't know. Cheers, Lep. Welcome in, man. Anyways, fuck yeah, let's get into it. So, I'm not gonna lie, Sam. I think you're might be barking up the right tree, man. So yeah, go ahead, John. Show the nice people what you
All
got.
right. Well, I'm going to start with. I'm going to drink 2 Treehouse beers tonight, since that's pretty much all I've got in my fridge right now. I got to whittle down the Treehouse a little bit. I'll start with this one, which is an interesting beer. It's called Waffle Banger, and it is 8% alcohol, double IPA. The interesting thing about this is it's a double IPA with maple syrup in it, and there's no blueberries in it. They just use a lot of mosaic hops to create kind of a blueberry fruit profile. So the idea is that this double IPA is reminiscent of blueberry pancakes or waffles, depending on how you look at the beer. It actually says on the bottom of the can, "Is a waffle a pancake?" Question mark. And this basically the same thing. Maple syrup, butter, nice and
different.
bready and sweet. This was canned, as you can see, on January 13th. So we're looking at a week ago. Or no, 6 days ago. So yeah, less than a week old.
Maple pancake, maple blueberry waffle pancake IPA. Could be fucking great.
I think
I'm telling you that pumpkin IPA I had was fucking flipped the whole script for me.
looks nice. Orange juice with a head. It looks darker, I think, on camera than it actually is. I think
I got you, Lab.
I think partially because you have that bright, like, yellow beer background, but it's actually pretty bright orange. I should have poured it a little bit more aggressively to get a better head, but it's a good looking IPA in a glass, nice and juicy.
Nice. Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Smells
pour it.
good too.
Shit, yeah. Well, fucking haters gonna hate, right, John? Got some Treehouse here, boys. Cheers, Bumpy. And CBP. Lep said he might have a beer, actually. I don't know if he's fuck with me or not. But yeah, this is the King Julius. Everybody talks about the Julius. This is the King Julius. And I got something lined up other than that. So after this one, this is 8.2% ABV. I had to do a little bit of looking around, but 85 IBUs, kind of high. Not going to lie. It's at 4.64 on Untapped. That's a pretty high score. Canned on 12/20/22. I'm interested to see if this is legit or not. All right.
I know. Yeah.
I'm gonna pour it up. I'm gonna let Lep on here. Lep said he's got a beer he wants to try.
All right.
I know he's going live after me, so probably just have the one and done. But yeah, give me 1 second, Lep. I'll send you the link. God damn it. Yeah, it's a little bit darker caramel, like orange.
Yeah,
definitely. Like I've seen Eric pour one of these up not too long ago, and copy that. Sorry. Yeah, it definitely looks a lot darker. It almost looks like an oxidized beer, but I know that it looks like this. It's a little bit on that, but it's not bad. Everything, when I bring everything up like that, you're just like, oh, it's great. Everything looks fantastic. What it looks like. Not bad. Nice one finger, frothy, sudsy head. Holding up pretty good. Murky.
Getting a little of the maple syrup in mine, but it's very, very light. It mostly just smells like a super juicy IPA. A lot of tropical fruit, and then a little bit of that berry note from the Mosaic hops. Kind of like a reminiscent of a blueberry in a lot of ways. Smells freaking delicious, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
And this is one of the freshest ones. Well, when I actually bought the 4-pack of this one, it was only 2 days old. So it had been canned 2 days ago. So that's one thing about Treehouse. You're not gonna, because they don't distribute, you're not dealing with middleman. You're not dealing with the retail stores that might, keep it on the shelf for too long. You're getting it straight from the source. You know it's going to be fresh. Some people might find it inconvenient if they live far away, but I've been blessed to. There's a new location that's like 15 minutes from me, so I could just order online, drive up. They bring it out to the car. It's really unbelievable. Like I died and went to heaven.
Oh yeah. This smells like citrusy, like orange, like Valencia oranges, like the good orange, the juice oranges.
Right.
Little bit. It's not too hoppy. I get a little like light pine, dank resiny type note to
Surprised.
it.
Yeah, you said 85 IBUs, right?
That's what it says.
Surprised by that number, to be honest with you. It's very. All of the Treehouse beers are very balanced. That's why the IBU count for me, it means jack shit, because it's all perception. That's why I don't even bother putting it on the can. If you want to seek it out, fine. But my 85 IBU might be perceived as like 2 IBUs to somebody else. Everybody's bitterness detection on the palate is completely different.
For sure, I could agree with that. That's pretty much it. It's not really pulling any extra punches. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
I figured you probably would.
Yeah, dude. That's well rounded. Because you get like the sweet tropical fruit, like malty fruit up front, and then it just transitions into that hoppy pine, resiny. Oh,
yeah, you mentioned the other
IBUs. I don't. It's got. It's got a. Oh, here we go. Stealing one from Alex. It's got a little sweetness up front, and then it goes into the bitter, a little dry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind it. See, this is what I like. I didn't know how to perceive any of this because going into it first time, I don't know. There was a couple that I had that were a little bit more on the malty sweet side. It wasn't super balanced, but
yeah,
this is really, really good.
Well, and you mentioned something the other day too. I think it was on your live stream I was watching. I guess it was from yesterday. You had mentioned that Treehouse of the couple of Treehouse beers that you had, what you really liked was that it wasn't super sweet and like cloying and no hop balance. Like a lot of times you get these New England IPAs, you get some of the fruit flavors from the hops, but they try to make it to where there's basically no bitterness. Then you got a big malty center, so it can kind of become cloying. Well, the good thing about Treehouse, at least one of my favorite things about Treehouse and Spyglass and a lot of the other New England breweries up here that make these types of beers, is that you still get that hot bite on the finish. There is a bitterness to balance out that initial sweetness. Otherwise, it's just cloying, fruity. It's not balanced. It's not as enjoyable to drink. This one really kind of hits all the notes. And bitterness is not a bad thing. It's not bitter in the way like a West Coast IPA is, but there's enough bitterness there to balance out that tropical fruit, like super, fruity.
It's like juice bomb,
juicy qualities.
Not even like it's not that I don't like the juice bomb. It's got to have something to bring it back around. It just can't be a sweet fruit.
Right. Hey, the maple syrup with this is really nice because it's light. It's not thick and syrupy. You get a little bit of the maple flavor without the viscosity and like that sticky mouthfeel. And then the mosaic hops kick in and you get that. It really is kind of like a blueberry pancake in a lot of ways. Obviously, there's no blueberries in here, but that effect from the hops with that little bit of maple syrup, it's really nice. And it's pretty light bodied for 8%. It looks thick and, it's a heavier beer at 8%, but you could just guzzle this down. I mean, it is so easy drinking.
Yeah,
Now,
it does. It works.
balance, Paul. It's balance. You should know that better than anybody, being that you're a home brewer. You are Canadians, but we won't hold that against you.
I got some good Canadian comrades to the north. I know some of those people.
They're all right.
What do you mean?
Those Canucks, they're all right.
I say medium body, medium light carb. How fucking strong is this? 8 and change. 8.2.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell boozy. You definitely can. You get the feel that you're drinking something heftier. For sure. I like it, man. It's zesty. It's singy. It's not. You don't get the hot burn. It's not like abrasive or too astringent. I guess might be the word.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people are doing that. They're on the hop fucking fresh hop haze or whatever. Everybody's trying to drink these beers as soon as they come out, and it is to each their own. I mean, I'm not knocking it. Sometimes they take a little time. This is almost a month old.
Yeah.
Right? One day. So, and it held up pretty good. Honestly, I don't know what would happen if you let this sit another week, but I think it's pretty good.
I think with the beers
right now.
Yeah, I think with most of the Treehouse beers like that, you get a good hop bite with them because they're all super, super fresh. So even though they're not brewing them to be bitter, you get more of a hop burn or bite on the finish. And then as you continue to let it sit, it just gets sweeter. The tropical fruit and the orange Julius type flavors come out more, and the hop bite lessens, so it becomes sweeter and sweeter until eventually it gets past its prime, and then it becomes cloyingly sweet and undesirable. But I think probably at the point you're drinking it now, right at that month mark, I think that's probably the sweet spot because it's kind of mellowed out a little bit, but it's still got that nice hop, that fresh hop character, and a little bit of bite. So it's like right in the sweet spot.
You know what I like about this? There's no green onion and garlic or
I don't really. I haven't noticed that with any of the Treehouse stuff. To me, when I think of green onion, garlic, that reminds me more of like a West Coast, the traditional IPA, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't particularly care for those. I like the juicier IPAs, so I'm not looking for green onion and garlic in my IPA. If I'm getting it, then chances are I won't buy it again because it's not my, if I wanted that, I'd buy Lagunitas, I'd buy more Sierra Nevada, like, West Coast type beers.
What's happening, guys?
What's going on, man?
Just hanging out.
So this is my first chance to join this show since I don't have a show on Thursdays anymore. Yay!
Oh, you're not doing your Thursday stuff anymore?
Nope. It's strictly Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I had to change it. I had to change it up.
Is it still the hot seat though, or is it the same show? Okay.
Yeah, same show, just a different day and time. It helps with work. We extended our hours, so I'm just getting home. I would have had to rush home and get ready for the show, and I'm not all about that. Cheers, everybody. I got to take a drink of my real beer, but I do have a beer. This is from Lone Star back when Lone Star sent me the Pantera beer
Oh
in the
yeah.
summer. He sent me 903 Brewers Pretzel Day Stout.
Nice.
It's 10%er. Says it pairs well with paper and office supplies, a sugar rush, a sugar crash. It's got, QR code.
Yeah, they're out of Sherman, Texas.
The ingredients is salted pretzel glaze, cinnamon, chocolate, white chocolate, fudge, M&Ms, caramel, mint, marshmallow, peanut butter, toffee, coconut, peanut butter, Ores. What's ORES?
Peanut butter ores? I have no idea.
I don't know if that's like if it was Oreos, maybe then they misspelled it or whatever. But it sprinkles cotton candy and powdered sugar flavored stout.
Wow, somebody was really stoned when they brewed that.
Right.
That's Michael Scott there from The Office. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
that's a whole lot of adjuncts.
Right. That's why it's like, man, I got something to share with you guys.
Cotton candy in the stout.
I went and even got my glass.
There you go.
Nice.
So, would you say pour it straight down in the middle?
Tilt it at first.
Yeah.
I would tilt it at first till you get about halfway and then go. But be cautious. That's a 12-ounce can, right?
You know what it smells like? Right off the rip. Root beer float. Right off the rip.
Wow.
Right. Let me get that Chatio sniff on it. But, that is thick.
I was going to say, it's not, pour that aggressively to get some kind of head because, woo, that looks good.
Yeah. You could see it working. I don't know if the camera's catching it. I could catch it on this side, but you could see all of it working. I forget what you guys call that when it's like a nitro or something.
It's
bubbling. Yeah, it's bubbling from the bottom.
Yeah.
That head dissipates real quick. Weird.
That's the alcohol.
It smells the same in the glass. Definitely a root beer cotton candy. Like I went to a fair and got some crazy concoction. You know what I mean? This is gonna be fun. Should I try it?
Okay, go for it, love.
All right.
Moment of truth.
Rich stout flavor, coffee, toffee.
Good start.
There's something there. There's a bitter there. I can't quite make it out. Definitely tastes like I went in the woods and I grabbed a tree and just started chewing on it.
Oh, bitter, huh?
Like a cottonwood tree or something, a weeping willow or something,
I've had a few beers from that company, and they've been a hit or miss.
Not bad though, honestly. Now I like stouts. That's why I saved that one. For some reason, I saved it, and this is what I saved it for. Thanks.
There you go.
So what about pretzel? The name of the beer is Pretzel Day. Does it have any kind of
pretzels? There is coconuts. There's supposed to be peanut butter in there.
Yeah.
Maybe I taste the saltiness like I just bit into a pretzel. Maybe, not like it's like a chocolate covered pretzel. how about Reese's Take 5? Like I'm drinking a
There you
Reese's
go.
Take 5 where you got the salted pretzel, the caramel, the chocolate, all in one.
I like it.
Not bad though. I definitely I would definitely recommend somebody actually trying to find one of these, and I'd like to see their review on that. I don't know how or what's the scoring or where are we going on 100.
Whatever you feel comfortable doing.
For me as a stout, and I haven't had many stouts, but one that I've had over and over and over is the Goose Island. So comparing that, it's below that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it like a 75, 80, somewhere around in there. You know what I mean? Decent passable beer. You know, I mean, you see the head's already gone. Dark
it's not
as
too
shit.
boozy, right? It's not too boozy for 10%.
No, not, for a 10%er, I thought, oh man, I'm gonna be like, bitter beer face. Yeah, no, it's drinkable. You know,
Oh yeah.
definitely a good one. I wish I had another one. So these guys, my neighbors, been going to our local breweries, and they've been getting like a little 6-pack or something to go, and they gave me a jalapeno.
Ooh.
It was good till the heartburn kicked in about halfway through the beer. And then I was like, yeah, too much for me.
Where's my Tums?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I love the beer, like the jalapeno beers. Or there's one up here that I can't get every time I hang out with Bumpy. He lives in New Hampshire.
Throwback.
Yeah, the Throwback spicy Bohemian Pils. You got to. He sent you one, right? Yeah, one of my favorite like sessionable. Oh, he sent you. Yeah. Okay.
My thing is after I drank it by itself, okay, I was like, you know what, this would pair great with making it a michelada.
Yeah,
I mean, some tomato juice or something on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something on that flair. You know, give it a flair that way. Some chamoy. You know what I mean? Chamoy straw or something. You know.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'd try it. I definitely have to bring my Tums. But
Yeah, right. Hey, and what a shirt to be wearing for tonight. Barbecue Blackstone and beer with the hops. You see the hops? Oh, shit.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely, I'm enjoying this one. I like it. I would I drink a 6-pack of it? Probably not. You know what I mean? I could sprinkle one in between my 6 Mickeys. Yeah.
That's probably not I don't know. Something like that. All that stuff in there, and I probably wouldn't want to sit down and get drunk on that.
Right.
You could. You're probably not gonna have a good time.
At 10%, you're probably not going to get past 3. You know what I mean?
Not with all the adjuncts in there. You'd be
right.
Freaking pastry by the time you got.
Well, like
you gotta check your blood sugar and shit. It's just sugar. It's just a picture of Wilford Brimley on it.
sugar rush, sugar crash. You know what I mean?
Right. Keep your insulin close by.
Oh shit!
There you go.
There it is.
Where's the Kong? Did she get a hold of it and break it yet?
She did not. It's over there in the kitchen. It's still holding up pretty good. I can run it through the dishwasher a couple times too. It's dishwasher safe.
Yeah.
I mean, can't beat that, right?
That's awesome.
I will tell you this now that I'm drinking on this more. I'm not saying it's too bitter, but I could see where they're hitting 85. It's a lingering, and it kind of resurfaces every like.
Well, and think, a lot of people don't don't get.
It's not too over the top. It's just it's a lot of you're getting a lot of that hop flavor,
Right.
and if you're drinking this beer, that's kind of what you're there for, right? I mean, it's good.
Yeah. A lot of people, they don't get Treehouse, have access. They have people send it to them, or they travel to get it. And by the time they get it, it might be a couple months old.
Reallocated pours, wait in line.
So you see people drinking them when they're a couple months old, and you hear them saying, "Oh, this is like super, juice bombing. There's no bitterness, blah blah blah." Well, have them tell you what the date on it is, because chances are it's 2 or 3 months old, and it's not going to be as fresh when you drink them. The only reason, like this beer, the one I'm drinking, the Waffle Banger, with the maple syrup in it, it has a nice bite from the hops, and with that maple syrup in it, even though, it's not too sweet now, but if you let this one sit for 2 or 3 months, I think it would be cloying and very unpleasant, because as the hops start to fade a little bit, that bite that I'm getting from the hops would dissipate, and what you'd be left with is just like blueberry maple syrup bready
tea.
Not like, I don't think it would be very good. But 6 days old, where the hops are in full swing, it's fucking phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be pouring it in some cinnamon toast crunch after a while. Yeah.
If this was 3 months old, I'd be pouring it down the drain, or I'd be pouring it on my waffles as right.
Let's see how this tastes. I wish I had more to I'm leery about spending my money on beer. I always go to one that I know is going to work and what I like. So venturing outside of realm, hanging out with you guys is the only time I really do it. You know what I mean? But I don't mind the stouts. I'll always try, like, what's the dragon one?
Oh, the dragon milk.
Oh, dragon's milk.
Yeah, stuff like that. I like that. You know what I mean? I like the Goose Island. My pockets don't like it, but I enjoy it, you know. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just man, it's hard for me to come off them money. I already spent enough money on food, let alone now booze, you know.
Yeah, well, it's a lot. It's hard to get a lot of people like
in the chat.
Mark A. Oh,
isn't it past tough, dude? I looked up
your bedtime, Mark. What are you doing up? But yeah, the people. I know a lot of people that are like, all right, I like my Coors Banquet, I like my Budweiser, I like my Mickey's, whatever. If you got something that works for you and you like it, and it's relatively cheap, and you buy it all the time, it's hard to convince people like that to really go out and start buying expensive craft beer, because they already have something that they like that works for them. It's just one of those things, I mean, the price, I think, is the biggest deterrent for a lot of people. It's like, I wouldn't mind trying this, but I'm not going to go out and buy $100 case of beer when I could buy a case of Coors Light for like $18, like a case of Treehouse, for instance. There's 16-ounce cans, but if you buy a full case of beer, even if you're mixing and matching whatever, it's going to be over $100. It's going to be between $100 and $120 for 24 cans.
Now see me. That's where hopefully that a Treehouse or something would be close to me, a brewery, and I would try the flights. I love going and trying the flights. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Now I'll do that before I go to a corner store and pay that price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
$10 for 4 samples, sure. Then if I do like something, all right, I might splurge once a month on myself, or every 3 months or something, or once a year even. You know what I mean? I'm not that much of a connoisseur when it comes to trying the different. I'm definitely not an IPA fan. Everything I've tried is either been straight grapefruit forward or a little grapefruit. I mean, it's all the same across the board. I don't care what you say is in it. I taste grapefruit. Like, I want to put sugar around the rim. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of people have a really hard time, with any IPAs, but it's definitely an acquired taste. I remember the
try
first.
them too. You got to get out there and try some shit because if you
You really
don't
have
try
to go through a
like
lot.
I've talked to people and they're like, "Oh, I hate IPAs." They're like, "I'm like, why do you hate IPAs?" They said, "Oh, I had this IPA and it tasted bad." I said, "Yeah, but not all IPAs taste like shit like that one IPA you had. You can't. It's
Right.
like a broad fucking spectrum thing that you're talking
Right.
about. It's like, and it happens. There's a lot of bullshit out there.
Although I will
You
say,
learn, you
craft
learn.
beers-
You go pillage and you get some shit here and some shit there. I've kind of downsized and gone more single cans. I can get 4-packs, all kinds of shit, but is it good? I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Am I willing to invest that much into just those 4 beers? It's like if the first one sucks, well, the other 3 are fucked, and I'm still out. I could just buy
Right.
the mixed 4 or something instead.
Right. Try it, see if you like it, and then go from there. That's the good thing about a lot of these craft breweries. You can actually buy singles and mix and match your own 4-pack or 6-pack. And like a lot of the grocery stores, you can't buy beer at grocery stores up here. But when I was in Georgia, you go to Kroger, Publix, pick your own 6-pack. So you could try a little bit of everything. And then if you like it and you want to get more, then you go back and you buy the 6-pack or the 12-pack.
Right.
I'm giving this a 95. It sits equal with Ghost in the Machine.
All right. Wow.
Nice.
All right. 95. That's acceptable. I think
It's not anything like mind fucking blowing. I mean,
yeah.
there's a difference. See, this is more zesty, zingy, earthy. When like the like the Ghost in the Machine is more like dank.
So you liked the one we had that we reviewed, the 2023 one. You like that one better?
Fucking great.
You gave that
I
one
gave that a 98.
98, right?
Yeah, that was really, really good beer. Bumpy had one too. I felt bad.
I forgot. I must have given him one. I think I did give him one in the 4-pack.
I was like, damn, Doug, I feel bad. You got the. He's like, oh, it's like, oh, you got any Treehouse left?
Bumpy's
like,
on everything. Let him
23, and I'm like, oh shit.
Let him sit in the chat for once. Bumpy's on everything. He's like literally joins every live show now, so he'll live.
Right. Shit.
I'm ready to rate this. You guys both rated yours. So the Waffle Banger, for me, this is, and I did review it. I haven't posted it yet, so hopefully I won't contradict what I say in my official review. But for me, this is on the lower end of world class. It's like a 98. The blueberry flavor from the Mosaic hops and that light. The key is the maple syrup, the lightness of it. They didn't overdo it. When I first bought this beer, I was like, it's Treehouse, so I hope it's going to be amazing. But if you overdo it with maple syrup in an IPA, especially, it's going to be thick and syrupy, and it's not going to be in balance with the flavor, the hop flavors. But this actually works really well. You get the maple flavor, but there's no increase in viscosity. There's no stickiness to it on the mouthfeel. So it works really well. And it does kind of have a blueberry waffle type of effect. So for me, this is dynamite. And I am drinking it super fresh, 6 days old. I would not recommend, if you can get this one, make sure that it's within like a month date-wise, because I think after that, it would probably start to become cloyingly sweet as the hops start to fade, and probably wouldn't be a very pleasurable drinking experience. But this one right here is a solid 98 all day.
98?
98, yeah. This is some of the
score too high.
No, well, I buy phenomenal fucking beers, so when I review 5 or 6 of them and they're all 97s, 98s, yeah, don't hate the player of the game.
Bull fucking shit.
That's what I think about that.
Well,
I'm gonna go get my other product for the evening.
So, what Paul's saying there, as older as I get, palate does take a hit. I 100% agree, and I smoke cigarettes, so
yeah,
definitely my shits would be up and down compared to somebody that's a non-smoker and younger and used to these beers and know what you're tasting and your expression and your description of what is happening on your tongue.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely. Yeah.
Well,
Not that, as you age though, like if you drink nothing but IPAs or stouts or whatever every day for 30 years, I would say that your palate would develop in a way to where you can pick up every little nuance, whatever. People that drink every now and then, as they age, they may kind of, because they're not drinking enough of the same thing to really be able to differentiate between like slight differences in tasting, stuff like that. It might kind of become more difficult. But if you have a lot of experience drinking the same style over and over and over again, the older you get, the better you get with it, I would think. Until you get to the point of no return where you're just old and you can't taste anything and you end up in a nursing home and then it's all over anyway.
mm-mm.
So.
I mean, as long as they got a freaking.
We live in that nursing home.
Hey,
next to
hey,
Treehouse.
tap me with some Mickeys.
Right. Put some, let me get that Mickey's drip, man.
So this is the this is the Emperor Julius. I guess this is above the one that I just had. I fuck if I know.
Julius Knight.
This one's 8.8%, so yeah, it's a bit bigger. Orange Starburst, Melon.
I personally like that one better, so I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on it.
This one is from 12/18, so this is a month and a day old. It's got a blue dot on there too. You got the date and the dot.
All right. Well, I'm going to finish this one real quick, and my second one is also going to be another Treehouse. Looks like a nice.
Look at the can art on that. That's
nice
awesome.
painting there, huh?
Yeah.
But this is a cream ale, which Treehouse doesn't make a lot of.
That. You got like Fast and Furious can art right there. I need that on the Mazda Miata.
It's just their logo, but it's like all Paisley looking shit.
Yeah, it's a lot hoppy looking. Yeah. Wow.
Different, I'll say that. The head's off white. Definitely a little bit more murky. You don't get that, like, there was like a thinner hue. Oh, yeah, there you go. Good man. Damn good man, John.
We'll get a fresh glass so I don't get maple syrup notes in my cream ale.
I always switch. To be honest with you, this smells like a softer version of the other one.
It's hopped more, so maybe the hops. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I didn't look at that.
It's so all the Juliuses, it's the same base, right? But what they do, the King Julius is double dry hopped, right? And the Emperor Julius
Triple dry hop.
Triple, yeah. It's just more hops. So, and that may also mean that they put more, like if they're using flaked oats or something in there, maybe they put some more of that in there to give it a softer mouthfeel because of the increase in alcohol and the addition of extra hops. The thing about Treehouse is most of the information that you find, I mean, they do put a nice description on a lot of their labels to kind of tell you what they're hopping it with, the ABV, all of that. But when you go to their website, they're pretty, they don't give a very specific better or what's that face?
Yeah, I like this one better.
You like that one better? I do too, yeah.
The other one was a little bit hoppier. I felt like
it's interesting.
More like a layer. It's more like layer flavored, like how Beerman says they do the hops and you drop them.
I think the way they hop that one plays a big part of it.
Definitely got a softer mouthfeel.
It's strange though, right? Because you would think that the 8.2 would be a little bit softer, easier drinking, but I find that the Emperor Julius is more mellow and softer and a little bit juicier too.
Yes.
So all the way that they hop it, they are masters of hopping beer.
When you make something good and you just double and that,
yeah.
Don't fuck
It's-
with it. If it ain't broke,
they're-
don't fix it. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
you got this shit. You got a good recipe. That's fine. We'll keep the recipe. We'll make that. But you want to fuck around? We'll fuck around until we hit the sweet spots, and then we go from there. You know,
Right.
you can't just be like, well, we're just gonna wing it like a motherfucker, and it's expensive, man. I mean, from a business aspect. So, what do you got, John?
This one's called Commonplace.
Oh yeah, the cream ale.
5.2% cream ale, and it looks the part. It did pour with a fizzy head, but as you can see, it's died down. But very carbonated, very crisp, and
So it looks like a cream ale,
Yeah.
Looks like Genesee to me.
imagine.
Does it have a
Genesee.
haze to it, or is it?
You know what,
chill
though?
haze in the glass?
It's a lot like Genesee, but
Okay.
just imagine a slightly hoppier, more flavorful version of Genesee, because the hops that they're using are really what set this
Right.
apart from Genesee. Genesee's using like pellet hops. Treehouse is using those wet cone, freaking like
Okay.
fresh out of the
Right.
garden type of shit.
So you went bottom shelf to top shelf on cream ale.
But it does have that, it does have that creaminess that you get from the yeast and the warmer brewing process versus the cold lagering that you get with your traditional
Yeah, boy.
beers. Calm down, Sam. Calm down. So yeah, this is another. People know Treehouse for their IPAs, but they brew a hell of a cream ale. They brew great pale ales. They brew some amazing barrel aged stouts. Had a barley wine from them with Lumpy last time he came to visit. We reviewed it, gave it a 90. We both gave it world class scoring. So I mean, they brew a lot of stuff really well, but obviously their forte is the New England double IPAs. That's what they're known for. But they're great in all different styles. And this one is really good. It's got that. It does have a lot of the same qualities of Genesee, but it's like a better version of Genesee. It's got the same exact body and mouthfeel, but it's got better. It's just got a better hop profile.
Yeah.
And it's super light. This is one that you could drink all day, like a Mickey's or Budweiser.
It's screen friendly here. Huh?
Well, I gotta respect it. You know how I do.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to doing that. I was like, I'm gonna take my other greens.
Man needs the spinach.
Yeah.
I will say this. I think that the more malty, juice bomby New England IPA drinkers would be drawn more to this. I think than the King Julius. That's just my honest opinion. Because this is a little bit more on the fruitier, sweeter side. And then you get the bitterness, but it's more like a lingering after. It really kicks up, softer body. Way better mouthfeel. I can name some people out of the community that would probably shit themselves if they had this. But it's really good.
When you say that, like they would be shocked, or
I just think that I know that there's a few people that like I'd be like this person. I like this beer's. I know, like I don't know. I know what people drink, and it's like
they would love it.
You want an IPA?
Right.
Oh, you want to? Yeah, here you go. This is for you.
Yeah.
Try that.
Right.
And like, cause everybody's different.
I see Josh popped in. I still haven't tried his type of beers. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be more my style because I love
Josh quit drinking craft beer.
I love sour candies and you know what I mean? Anything tart. I love straight blueberries. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a natural antioxidant to me. So you know what I mean? I love those fruity. So why not pair that with a beer? But am I going to be able to drink a 6-pack of those also? Like a stout? No, I have to sprinkle those in too, have a bowl or two. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
haven't been drinking a lot of them fruited sours.
Well, he had that one
Great,
that
and
was,
it hit real hard, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, look what I got!" Blah blah blah. And then now we're all just like, "Well, all right." They taste fucking great though.
They
Well,
do.
Like I said,
It's
in my opinion, like just slam it, just down it. You just sit
it's
there
one of
for
problem.
those
45
no
minutes
sipping
and drink
on it,
it.
no
Just
sipping
like-
on it. Just take that tartness and
Yeah.
let your
Well, it
mouth
depends.
water with
Well,
it. Okay.
The ones that those smoothie sours are typically more sweet,
I
He had
love
that
the fruit sour, but
but some of
They-
the like they do. There are companies out there that make like really good like Berliner Weiss style, like real traditional Berliner Weiss style
right.
ales that are with fruit. Not saying there's like puree floating in there. You could. There's sours that I've had that look exactly like what John's drinking.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, same here. What so the traditional
Fruited sours,
sours
like
and
Dogfish. has
gozes,
plans,
they
you
all
know?
look like this until you had Drecker and 450 North come along, and Pontoon and some of the ones in Georgia too. That every state has their breweries like that. Until they started adding all that fruit, they all look like this. They give you less of an upset stomach. You could drink a lot more. The problem I have with the heavily fruited sours, and I really got into them when I first moved up here. Because I could get Drecker and 450 North. I went a little crazy and drank a bunch of them. And the problem with that is, or for people like me anyway, is I don't want to drink one. I want to drink a few. And after 2 or 3 of those sours,
I think this guy right here would
Have some
really
problems.
enjoy what I'm sipping on.
yeah, I think so.
So my thing is how thick they are.
Yeah.
They're not all the same.
Josh had that. What was it, like a pouch?
Oh,
it
that's
was-
like grown folks Capri Sun thing he had.
Yeah.
Josh, that
He's
figures.
eccentric, that boy. I don't know.
Figures.
He put that right in his bowl and drank it like the milk after the cereal.
Uh,
You're right.
Oh, what am I drinking? Oh, nothing fancy. Tanner's gonna rag on me too.
Well, I mean, this guy
Drinking this from Treehouse.
Hey.
I'm drinking the Emperor Julius.
this guy drinks all this beer, but he's got all that great bourbon sitting behind him.
right.
Like I wouldn't even be a beer guy if my shelves look like that. Shit.
Yeah. I don't think he the first couple years. I think he did it because he's had his channel for a while. I think he mostly did the spirit reviews, and then he branched off more into craft beer later on. But
Right.
because his channel name is East Coast LQ Reviews. So
Well, it's not actually LQ, it's liquor.
well, I know the LQ means so. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Is
right.
that his channel is a liquor review channel,
Good. Never
Right.
mind. I
but
was
now
gonna make a joke, but I'm not gonna do it.
LQ with the LQ.
I'm not. That is,
I know what you're.
plead
I know what you're thinking.
I
You
plead the fifth. Let that
can
be
plead the
straight
fifth, but
in the books.
Well, that's like this one guy. He his barbecue channel name is RXTX Barbecue. Well, it's Prescription Texas Barbecue.
oh,
There you go.
Just a little fun fact. Cheers.
cheers!
Getting after it.
Cheers to that.
Well, I know where I sit with this beer, score wise.
I'll go ahead and rate mine since yours is going to be the highest score, I think. So we'll let you hold off. You say I rate too high. Well, how's a 94 sound for you?
That's pretty good for a cream ale.
Yeah, you can't. I don't ever see myself giving a cream ale.
Unless you're drinking like Lexington, that real.
But you know what? I would give the Lexington stuff probably lower scores as a pure cream ale because when you start adding vanilla and lactose and call it a cream ale. It's not really a cream ale. A cream ale is a cream ale because of the higher brew temperature and the yeast that they're using, and it creates that effect. When you go in and start adding all that shit in there and call it a cream ale, yeah, it's creamy
And just like that.
Oh, okay. You weren't ready
Not
for
how the tables
you weren't
turn,
ready for
don't
the
it,
Bruce
Joe?
bomb, huh?
I'm just kidding.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They put all that stuff in it, and yeah, it tastes phenomenal, but it's not a traditional cream.
It's not a true. Yeah, you're right. I know. It tastes
So-
good. Dude.
Yeah, it sure does taste good though, and it's barrel
It's
barrel
cheap.
aged on top of
It's
that.
cheap.
Too. Yeah, for what you get, 8% barrel aged cream ale with vanilla and lactose.
Anyway, don't they have? I think they make a lower one too, like the Yellow Label.
They have a
They have
vanilla.
like a 5% one, I think.
Yeah, they have a
Like a regular
vanilla
cream
barrel one, which is like the 8%, and then they have a like a standard 5. I think it's 5.5% yellow. The Yellow Label one you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're both good. They're both really good, but neither one of them is traditionally brewed per the style. But-
Brain does pull the finger though.
Miscellaneous already knows the gesture. But I mean, it makes you think. A lot of shit makes you think. You know what I mean? Like, how many beers do you think there is just in the United States?
Oh,
All right,
God.
just in our lower 48. I mean, the beer is, I mean, skyrocketed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From the 80s, what we have. You know what I mean? You're straight
Sierra
domestic.
Nevada.
Yeah, you know.
Sierra Nevada, I think, has been around since like '78.
Yeah. Without Sierra Nevada,
like one of the
Samuel
OG
Adams.
fucking companies. It's
Everybody
like when
wants to
you
hate
went, they
on
had
them.
yeah, that's what it was. Like
It
we
is.
got Sierra Nevada or we got Sam Adams, and there's import.
Right. If you for
Want
craft,
something exotic, go down the fucking import aisle because
Right. And everybody's grabbing a Heineken, you know.
Jimmy Crack Corn over here. You know?
But
who
yeah,
cares?
it's,
I'm gonna give this a 97.
oof.
The 2023 was better.
I
But
feel
this
like
is
I'm underselling
very-
my beer that I drank now with your guys' high scores.
Go grab a Mickey's and chug
He's
that
already
down
got
real
one.
quick. Oh, there you go. That's what the okay.
double fisting. Let's go.
I'm surprised. Yeah, usually I thought you
Said
usually
Josh,
get
get him
the,
out of here.
bottles.
Taking
of Mickey.
Josh's mod away. Let's get
Just
going.
Just
Going
started
into
getting
timeout,
those
bro.
again. So it was just 24-ounce cans probably for the past 3 months.
Okay, I was good. Well, I guess it's been a while since we've hung out, but I think
Yeah.
the last time you were hanging out, you were out in your, you had like your Corona background, and you
Yeah.
had like a 6-pack of the grenades, and you were drinking them like that. So I don't think I've ever seen you drink one out of the. Yeah, there you go. It's funny they call them grenades. It's actually a
Just got
barrel.
Well, if you actually look at if you look at the bottle closely, it resembles a barrel, not a grenade.
Not a grenade. But you know why? You know why they're called grenades? Because when they first came out with those bottles, they had the pull tab.
Yes.
So
yes.
it kind of the shape
Right.
of it, and then you're pulling off the top.
Yeah.
It's like simulating
Yeah.
like
And
pulling
a lot of
pin
people
with a
don't
grenade.
understand that they're called Mickey's Big Mouths.
Right. Yeah. A lot of history
Weird.
with Mickey's.
Yeah.
I wish I could still get it. I can't. I would get it in Georgia all the time. I could get the 32-ounce bottles, the 6-packs of the grenades, and then the 24-ounce cans. I could get it all. And since I moved up here to Massachusetts, I don't see it anywhere. I miss it. I miss Colt 45. I miss my Mickey's and my King Cobra. Can't get them. The only thing we have in 40-ounce bottles up here is natural ice. And honestly,
What's
Yeah.
your
My favorite.
nearest big city?
Boston.
You got to go to the ghetto of Boston.
Yeah. I could probably go to
East side of Boston probably got it. Every corner liquor store
We-
got it.
So yeah, Eric Thomas Metal, he lives in Massachusetts, and he told me that there's St. Ides available in Massachusetts. St. Ides malt liquor. Never had it, never seen it. So I'm
Really?
gonna have to.
You're gonna have to get one of those.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, but that's on my bucket. That's on my bucket list of because that's what I started with all these high gravity malt liquors, and I will always love malt liquor, no matter how many craft beers I drink. Malt liquor.
Hey, the crooked letter I, believe me, you'd be walking.
I gotta get me some.
I mean, you're seasoned now, but imagine 18 and drink it, and then imagine 18. They called it crooked letter because that's how you would walk after one.
Oh, I didn't know that. But it, I mean, the eye.
You know that, John? Look like Kev's still trying to get up that hill.
Kev.
Do you remember that clip of the guy in the red jacket trying to walk up the hill? He was drunk as shit. The UK guy.
Okay, so there was a lot of sediment. There was a lot of sediment in the bottom of that after I just watched chunks. Yeah, chunks went down my throat.
Probably like chocolate and peanut butter and ground up pretzels.
We're just gonna give you some gas.
It's fine. I got a Mickey's to wash it down.
There you go.
And everything.
Mickey's disguised as a Bud Light. I love it.
I can't give up my source, man. Actually, it's a Super Bowl one. So
there you go.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and do promos real quick and then head out. Never know. Might go live again. Might not. Who knows? We gotta collect the thought from the boys and do an open hangout.
Nice. Oh well, Kev be climbing up that.
Puppy with pride died. He knew exactly what the fuck I was talking about. Oh shit! So what you got, John? What do you say? What do you know?
Just the usual. I'm not doing the live streaming so much. I really want to get back.
This guy's responsible. He's not allowed to get drunk on my watch.
It's tough. I mean, I moved up here. I got a girlfriend. I'm helping with the kids a lot. We've got sports. We've got a lot of things going on. So the live shows, especially like Stout Sunday, that was every 10:30 Eastern on Sunday morning. I got stuff going on Sunday morning now. So, but I still post regular beer reviews, usually one a day, or one every other day at a minimum. So yeah, just keep watching my channel for beer reviews. I promise I'll get back to reviewing other beers other than the Treehouse. If you look at my channel, probably over the last 3 or 4 weeks, like 90% of my reviews have been Treehouse, just because I've been buying a lot of stuff from them and trying a lot of stuff, and they make excellent beers. And some people say a review or rate beers too high, but when you're buying a bunch of really good, expensive beer, you expect it to be good, and most of the time it is. So don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's all I got. We'll do look out for an Alex the Beer Master, Miscellaneous, and Lep Beer Buddies episode coming up in the next month or two. Because there's no set time for that. I just I'll say, hey, let's do what's a good time for you guys, and we'll do it. I'll make it happen, because I do owe all of my loyal viewers and subscribers some kind of live streaming content, and that show is kind of getting up and running, and so that's a good one. I can do that anytime. So Beer Buddies coming back at you soon.
I'm sorry.
So what he's saying is subscribe and ring the bell.
Sure, if you want. If you like mediocre beer review, if you like awesome beers being reviewed from a mediocre fat bald guy, I'm your channel. World class beers.
This guy might have,
from this guy. By this guy. All right. That's all I got. Cheers. Thanks for having me, Miss Lance. I enjoyed it. It's nice to nice to go live.
You're allowed to come out and play. It's great.
We're
not
nice.
done yet.
Life happens. Cheers.
Anyways, well, fuck. Josh should be out of timeout by now.
Oh, you timed him.
You demodded him.
He's modded again.
Oh, you modded him. Enjoy that wrench while you can, Josh.
Lep,
Hot Seats, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sundays. That's my every week show. I interview other cooking, barbecue, any foodie out there. I interview them for an hour. And other than that, I'm probably going to get into the shorts a little more. For one, they're simple, easy, and not much editing involved. And come February, they will be monetized. You do not have to be in the YouTube partner program to get your short monetized. It would be separate from the 1K, 4K crap. So just think of that, guys. Doing your beer review. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Done. 30
Very nice.
seconds. I think, what is it? A minute? Under a minute is considered a short.
you get the views from that.
I think so, yeah.
You get like
People have been gaining subscribers off of shorts. Here's what it boils down to: you'll have your title, but your hashtags, hashtagging everything. You know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hello, Jerry. Cheers.
That's about all I got.
Well, I guess shout outs for me. We're gonna go ahead and we'll shout out Beer Man. He'll be doing Beer and Cheese Tuesday open table, business as usual. That'll be at 8:00 Tuesday Eastern. You can also stop by Bumpy Road Brews. Go check them out Mondays, live at 8 with new brew. The only stipulation of that is you have to bring a new product that you've never had before. It's
Never
kind
heard of that guy.
3-part, yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
who's this Bumpy
He's a
Road
pretty
guy?
good dude. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
And then Bumpy said he's going to shout out Last Beer. I'm sure he's there lurking.
Yeah, well, Josh
call him that.
isn't drinking craft beer anymore, so his chance.
I thought he quit drinking craft beer.
Yeah.
Go visit him in YouTube jail. Anyways, yeah, cheers, guys. It was a little different. Lep spontaneously hit me up, and I was like, well, fuck it, let's go.
Hey,
So, shout outs to John and
Hey,
Ellie for the beer.
I came with the 10%er office.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's worth it just for that.
So, yeah, until the next time, stay tuned. I might go live again. Might just open it up. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Okay.
So, yeah, until next time, stay sipping. Cheers, boys. 17 watching. It's hard to go away. Like I said, probably going to fire back up and we'll do an open air hangout type deal. But I got to sign off and keep this one semi-pro. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.